Have a look. The front part of the tractor broke. Then Renato called me. Felipe, I had an accident here. And I said, what happened? Well, I was driving the tractor and then there was a hole and I turned the wheel to the left to get out of the hole. When I got back, the left wheel broke. I said, okay, easy. What did I do? Hello, my friend. Today we talk about past in English. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect. And you're gonna learn how to use the most common verbs in the past. The most useful verbs in the past in English. With these verbs that I selected very carefully to share with you, you will be able to communicate and navigate and solve 99% of your challenges. This is what I hope. This is a very nice class. I hope it is effective and fun. And I start reading part of this book here to you, The Art of Living by Epictetus. I don't know if you realized, but last class I started talking about the cardinal virtues with you. I don't know if you realized, but last class we studied the virtue of wisdom, the virtue of prudence. Could you see these concepts last class? If you haven't watched last class yet, you can get it here. Here at voceaprendeagora.com you have all the classes available to you. Okay, last class we talked about prudence, wisdom. Today we're going to talk about the past, and I'm also introducing the concept of justice from the cardinal virtues. Remember one thing, justice is not giving the same to everyone. This is not justice. Justice is not everyone is equal. Everyone receives equal. Justice is about deserving. Polemic. Boom! Bomb! How come, Felipe? Well, you were here. You were dedicated. You were learning. You were growing. You were developing your skills. I ask you, will the other person who is not acquiring the skills you are acquiring have the same opportunities? I don't think so. I'm sure you will have more opportunities. Why? Because you were special? Because you have advantages? No, because you are taking action and you are developing your skills. Once I was this prize here. I received this prize from Revista Veja as the most inspiring guy in Brazil, the popular vote. They had popular vote and they had a board to decide the most inspiring young guys who were there. And I remember that I was the second person to present. The first person was Larissa Maranhão, a fantastic Brazilian from the Northeast. She was the first to present. And I was on the back, waiting for my turn to present. So I was listening to her presentation. And man, when she started her presentation, she was so powerful that I thought to myself, my goodness, I can't win. Oh my goodness, she was so good. Her speech was so good that I thought to myself, my goodness, I cannot compete with her. Her speech is way better than mine. But we have the popular vote. The popular vote is about voting, asking people to participate, asking people to join, to help, to share. And I did. She won. She won. From the board decision, she won. She went to California. But there was another prize, the popular vote, who would receive the trophy, not the trip, the trophy. But this was something that I could do.
Sandro, nos revele quem é o vencedor do voto popular.
Então, com 13.761 votos, foi Felipe Dib.
And I did. And thank God I won. But look, the chances were the same. Larissa and all the other guys and we had the same rules. But the prize was not for everyone. The prize was for the person who would get more votes. The concept of justice is related to what we offer. Listen to this. Remember this. The justice is related to what we offer. Let me read this wisdom to you. Define clearly the person you want to be. I have the concept of the person I want you and I to be. I want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. This is what I want for you and for me. I want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. This is clear to me. Who exactly do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to become? What are your personal ideals? Who do you admire? What are the special traits of these people you would like to be? It's time to stop being vague and imprecise. If you want to be an extraordinary person, if you want to be wise, then you must identify precisely the kind of person you want to be. If you have a personal diary, take notes of what you were trying to be in a way that you can check if your actions are aligned with your ideal. Describe exactly the actions you need to take in order to become who you want to be. And here I wrote to myself, what did I learn with my mistakes? Did I say something wrong? Was I fair? With this in mind, we start our class. Let's have some water, my friend. This is yours. And this is mine. Cheers, my friend. All right, let's move our body. Move your hip, please. Move your hip to the right, like this. Now to the left, the other side. Okay, move your shoulders. Move your neck to the left, to the right, up and down, up and down. Move your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your fingers. So good to see you here. Welcome back. Now, we're gonna exercise our legs. Let's extend our legs, okay? We start with the right leg, you and I, together. I always tell you, you are not wasting your time when you are exercising, stretching, breathing. We are activating our brain, our body, ourselves to learn better, to be more focused, to understand the concepts faster. I know your time is gold. Sometimes you miss our classes and I stop and ask myself, where are you? Where were you? Where did you go? Why didn't you come? There we go. Extend your legs. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My leg is burning. That's okay. Next leg left, please. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to do this movement here and push forward and pull back. Let's go. Ground yourself, stable position. This movement here. We press our hands, we push forward and pull back. Push forward and pull back. Let's go. You count for us, please. Count. 1, continue, please. Okay, all right. Okay, now let's stretch. Stretch up, please. Up. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's breathe. We breathe in 2 times. We do. We hold and we breathe out at once. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Relax the muscles of your face when you breathe out. Relax your shoulders. Relax the tension of your neck when you breathe out. And when we breathe in the energy we need. Once more, please. Okay. Before we start, I always ask you, are you ready? Of course you are. Remember, you are not alone. Keep this in mind. Sometimes we may feel loneliness. When you feel it, just breathe, open your arms, look up, and come here. We are here to serve you. Count on me. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Simple past. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. It's simple. I talk to you now. In the past, we just add ed at the end of the verb. I talked to you yesterday. You watch me every day. In the past, you watched me last week. I play with my kids every day. Last month, we played together. You see, we just add ed at the end of the verb. Now tell me, what's the past of walk? Exactly. We just add ed. Comment here one example using the verbs in the past. Simple past, affirmative and negative. Você aprende agora em minuto. Simple past is easy. We just add ed at the end of the verb for affirmative and didn't for negative. You walked yesterday. Negative. You didn't walk yesterday. You studied last week. Negative. You didn't study last week. I made, I'm using an irregular verb, no problem. I made a call yesterday. Negative, I didn't make a call yesterday. Now please, comment one sentence here using the simple past, affirmative or negative. Simple past, affirmative, negative and interrogative. Você aprende agora em minuto. You talk to me every day. This is present. In the past, you talked to me. Negative, you didn't talk to me. Interrogative, did you talk to me? This ant walked on my face. Negative, it didn't walk. Interrogative, did it walk? We're going to use didn't for negative and did for interrogative. Did you understand me? You tell me, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Comment here, please. Simple past. Você aprende agora em minuto. In the past, we use ed at the end of the verb. Lulu walked yesterday. She talked to me. Duda studied last night. For negative sentences, we use didn't. Duda didn't study last night. Lulu didn't talk to me. The verb goes back to normal when we use didn't. And did is the same. Did you talk to your family last week? Did you walk yesterday? Comment here. Thank you very much. This is Lulu. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.
Hello, my friend. We're talking about the past. The most used verbs in English for the past. The most common, the most useful verbs to you in the past in English. Let's start with the most common. The past of verb be. In the present, I tell you, I am here. In the past, I was here. Negative, I wasn't here. You are fantastic. That's true. I admire you. In the past, you were fantastic. The past of are is were. The past of am is was. He is my friend. In the past, he was my friend. The past of is was. Okay. Now, let's talk about other verbs that are very common. The past of verb do is did. I did my best. The past of have, had. We had fun together last class. The past of the verb go is went. They went biking together. The past of verb take is took. I took my kids from school yesterday. The past of the verb give is gave. You gave me the opportunity to share some classes with you. The past of the verb think, thought. I thought about nice strategies to give you during this class. Let me share with you one video talking about justice, this cardinal virtue. You're going to see the video here and we're going to talk about it. Let's see what it says.
The cardinal virtues of Stoicism are courage. I think people know what that is. Discipline, people know what that is. Wisdom, they know what that is. And then justice is the one that we kind of skip over, or we have a strange sense of. Like, too many people think justice is a thing that you get, right? Like, you get justice from the legal system. You get justice from a judge or a jury. You get justice because the law says this is how things are supposed to be. What I've tried to do in my writings, and this is what I did in the Justice book, and what I tried to build this series around, is the idea that all the virtues, but justice perhaps most of all, is a thing that you do. Like, justice is not, hey, what should the minimum wage law be? It is, but justice is also like, what do you pay the person who cleans your house? Justice is both smaller and bigger than I think we unfortunately think about it.
It's the most important one of all, right?
Of course.
I read this piece the other day about, I think the author called it modern monks. You know, these men who spend a lot of time going to the gym, you know, getting the right vitamins, taking care of their body, meditating a lot. I think all of that is powerful, but the most important question is like, what for?
Yes.
Like, what's the purpose? If you're so healthy, if you're so powerful, like, what are you gonna do with all those talents? And the answer is, I would say, justice.
All the other virtues are rendered meaningless if not directed at justice.
Okay, this guy in the black t-shirt is Ryan Holiday. Fantastic writer. I have read some of his books to you during our previous classes. And he said, look, justice is related to what we do. So, remember, what did you do last week that you felt good after doing it? Sometimes we say things that are uncomfortable. That's okay. But then later we think to ourselves, well, I needed to say that. It was necessary. I said that and I felt I did the right thing. You see, I'm using the verbs in the past. I said, I did, I thought, I gave, I took, I found, I had. We use these verbs to talk about our story. You were going to use these verbs to tell me what you did, what you enjoyed, what you learned, what you opened, what you closed, what you wrote, what you read, what you listened, what you spoke. If the verb is regular, we just add ed at the end of the verb. Play, played. Talk, talked. Walk, walked. If the verb is irregular, we need to study and memorize them. But you are here to grow and I'm here to serve you. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Come here. Let's play a little bit. I made many mistakes, but I did. I tried. I intended. I started. And you watched. Now what do you want to do? If you started, if you tried, if you gave it the possibility to improve, you're gonna get there soon. Sooner than you think. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Let's talk about the most common verbs in the past. Let's talk about the most useful verbs in the past. I'm going to write them all. And we can accelerate the video so then you save your time. These are the most common verbs in English. Be. In the past, my friend. In the past, was or were. Was is the past of is, were the past of are. I was there. We were together. The past of go, went. I went to the mall with my kids last Sunday. The past of do, did. We did our best. The past of think, thought. Last week, you missed one of our classes, and I thought to myself, where were you? Feel, in the past, felt. I felt good after talking about my feelings. Give, in the past, gave. They gave their best. Get, in the past, got. I got home at 7:30 last night. She got a good job when she started speaking English. Take, in the past, took. I took a shower in the morning. Say, in the past, said. They said to me what they were thinking. Come, in the past, came. Who came to the office early today? If you want to be VIP, talk to Ho. She is here to understand your needs. She is here to understand your plans and to offer you the best option to you. So then you spend the minimum and you enjoy the maximum. This is our philosophy. Under promise and over deliver. Look, in the past, looked. They looked at me and said, oh, were you here last night? Want, in the past, wanted. I wanted to see my kids presenting. Need, in the past, needed. It's a regular verb. They needed me, and I was there. Work, in the past, worked. We worked hard last week. Learn, in the past, learned. You learned about the present last class. Study, you studied last week. Have, in the past, had. We had a beautiful dinner last night. Ask, in the past, asked. I asked you to talk about our classes with your friends and family. These are the verbs in the past. Now I'm going to tell you time expressions for the past. Time expressions for the past. Yesterday, last night, last week, last year, last month. With these expressions, we talk about the past. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. How are you? The most used regular verbs in the past. Você aprende agora em minuto. Want. I wanted to go there. I wanted to see you yesterday. Use. I used my equipment yesterday. I used my rope right now. Look. I looked at these cows last week. I looked at those dogs yesterday. And one bonus, work. I worked yesterday. Comment here one example using the verbs. Important irregular verbs in the past. Você aprende agora em minuto. The past of think is thought. I thought about you yesterday. The past of do, did. Lula, Dudu, and Lulu did their homework last night. The past of get, got. I got home early yesterday. I got you a gift. The past of go, went. I went home yesterday. We need to go. The most common irregular verbs in the past. Você aprende agora em minuto. Buy. I bought a nice t-shirt yesterday. Have. I had a great conversation with my family last night. Take. I took my parents to the gym 30 minutes ago. Buy. I bought. I have used buy. Okay. Buy, bought, have, had, take, took. Invent one example using these verbs and comment here. Important irregular verbs in English. Você aprende agora em minuto. The past of write, wrote. I wrote a letter to my students yesterday. The past of make, made. I made calls last week. The past of see, saw. I saw you studying yesterday and I was very happy. Remember, past of think, thought. Go, went. Do, did. Have, had. Buy, bought. Write, wrote. See, saw. Make, made. Choose one of these verbs and comment here. Questions and answers with simple past. How are you? Questions and answers with simple past. Você aprende agora em minuto. Tell me, did you have a good weekend? Did you like your results of last month? Did you want to travel last Christmas? Comment your answers here. Duda, stop, baby. Stop. Duda, Lulu. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class. Hello, my friend. How are you feeling today? We're talking about past. Simple past, something that happened. Past continuous, something that was happening. Come here, let's walk. Last week we had a problem here. Have a look. The front part of the tractor broke. Then Renato called me. Felipe, I had an accident here. And I said, what happened? Well, I was driving the tractor and then there was a hole and I turned the wheel to the left to get out of the hole. When I got back, the left wheel broke. I said, okay. Easy.
What did I do? First thing I wanted to do was to forward his messages to the family group on WhatsApp to let everyone know about the problem. But then I decided to do something different. Well, let me think. How can we solve it? Then I called Carlos, the guy who is the manager here at the agriculture. Carlos, we got a problem there. And you're the master. You know how to solve it easily, differently from me. You can do it. And then he said, okay, Pia, what happened? Well, Renato was driving the tractor. He had this problem. The piece broke. And now we need to solve it. Then we started to look for the solution. And today we talked about justice, right? And I'm always asking myself if my judgment is fair. Renato, were you speeding? Renato, how could you do it? And he explained, and I understood. But sometimes other people don't understand. And I was sad. I was frustrated because we spent a lot to have the machines working well. But let's move forward. I was telling the story to you so then you could see the examples of verbs in the past. I found, I gave, I was. You listened, you understood, you realized. When I was coming here, we were talking. While you were watching the class, you were listening to examples in English, using the past. Simple past, something we did. Past continuous, something we were doing. There is also another structure called past perfect. I had seen you studying English. We had gone there. He had done the job. What did you do last week? What were you doing last night after you got home? Comment here. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Forever VIP. This is Adele, someone like you. And I ask you Brazilians, que novela brasileira que tinha essa trilha sonora? I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Old friend, why you're so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. Hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away.
I couldn't fight it, I hope it's in my face, and that you'll be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me out there. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me out there. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Complete the lyrics. Sing along. Comment your answers here.
Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. Congratulations. Yes, you deserve it. You were growing. You were dedicating your time to learn new things, to think about your ideas, your goals, your plans, your mistakes, maybe. Not to suffer, to learn with them, right? Today, we talked about the past. Simple past. You went to the park last weekend. I admired your progress yesterday. Simple past. Past continuous. We were talking about justice 10 minutes ago. I was at the farm. I was talking to you at the farm. We were singing together. This is past continuous. Past perfect. You had seen your friends last year. We had written a nice message to our family. Past perfect. Remember the past of verb be. You were here. I was there. She was my best friend. He was a fantastic brother. Okay? Was and were, the past of verb be. Today, we talked about the past, the stories. The past is beautiful because we learn with it. We look back and we learn with it. We learn from the mistakes, from the positive decisions. Today we talked about justice. And I'm going to invite you to come here next to me to watch part of a video here. Come here, please. Last class we talked about wisdom, prudence. Today we talked about justice, another cardinal virtue. In this video here, Ryan Holiday, fantastic writer from the United States of America. He talks about justice. Let's enjoy it.
The next virtue is the virtue of justice. And it's kind of strange, but probably revealing that when we hear justice, we think like the justice system. We think like, is this legal or not legal? To the Stoics, justice was like doing the right thing, right? How you treat people, the standards you comport yourself to, what's right for the whole, what's right for the individual, what the right thing is. Do the right thing, Marcus Aurelius said. The rest doesn't matter. That you cannot sum up the Stoic view of justice better than that.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing. If we made a mistake, that's okay. We accepted, we learned with it, and we're going to avoid falling into the same hole again. What is something that you did and you really felt good after doing it? Come here. I want to see you closer to us. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.